So we're going back to back here. I just did that American Lock video and got it open and got it gutted for you guys, and I just put it back together. But now it's occurred to me that I don't have a bounty lock on this channel anymore. Well, once I upload that video, it won't. So I'm starting a new bounty lock. I don't have very high hopes of getting this one open. This time I am setting a strict time constraint beforehand. Also, this is a lock that I have never stuck picks into. It's a high security lock. It's a Medeco IC core. I do not have the key. Don't know what the key looks like. Don't really remember where it came from. And I'm not going to pick it unless it's on camera. So this might be a multi-video thing. It might be a 2-video thing. It might be a 3-video thing. It might be 4, 5, 6, 7 video thing. Don't know. I don't know how hard this is going to be. Maybe I'll get damn lucky and get it open first try. I have a clock right here. I'm waiting for a nice even number to start up on here. Stoked about that American. A little bittersweet. It did take me quite a while to open it. So, yeah, that was still kind of outside the unacceptable range as I described earlier. I might upload these guys at the same time, like together, I don't really know yet. Alright, come on, clock. We're gonna push this guy down. So the Medeco IC looks like more of a Patriot keyway. It's 933. Let's call it, well, now it's 934. Let's call it 935 and give myself an extra minute here and take a crack at it. I'm going to give myself, let's call it 15 minutes, so 9:45. As always, starting from the back of the lock. So I've never picked this style of IC core, which is like the Yale style. It's not something that I run across super often. So I don't know right now if what I'm fucking with is actually the IC pin. These Medecos can be pretty high tolerance. This one I think is like brand new out of the box, so. Oh, I think my coworker gave this one to me right before I left my job as a locksmith. Something to remember and by, so I suppose you can call this one sentimental. However, I never really got to it. We're making some progress. It's like I'm working my way up the lock and everything's binding. Oh, I think I've spent the last 3 minutes playing with some warding, so still is putting up a pretty good fight here. Yeah, my first time success rate with Medicos is about 80%, but that usually includes a pretty obscene amount of time as well. You know, I'm not quite there yet where I can go out in the field and really walk up to a Medico and be confident. They just have too much of a personality out there, or they're all going to be so different. And there is a lot of variance to them as well. I'm going to play with some rotation for a bit and see what happens. I'm first going to try to index them all one direction, and some of them might fall into that direction, which in this case, if you're looking at the top of the lock, I'm rotating them all counterclockwise. So it is binding on the sidebar. I do feel one that I suspect to be the problem, so I'm going to try to turn him a bit more center. Fortunately, my sloppy ass hit a lot of stuff on that one. sure everything else still feels loose. He's way back on tension. Just trying to rotate this one. Now this one's tight, but it's sitting high. It's not bottomed, so that's sidebar binding. I'm trying to rotate that one into something that'll stick. And I only got 2 more minutes left, so. I don't really think this one's mastered. And that's time. 9:45. Letting go. Yeah, I didn't really have high hopes for that one, so I can't say I'm super shocked. However, I did get more feedback than I thought I would. Usually these things are just like numb, but now I know that I think it's because it's brand new, that the shear line and the sidebar are binding interdependently. So what that means is sometimes when you feel a pin that's hard and ready to be picked, it's either ready to be picked to the shear line up and down, or it's ready to be picked to the sidebar, which is rotation. The way to distinguish which one is, if it's resting on the bottom, like it's all the way fully extended down, it's hard. You probably pick it up into the shear line. But if you'd already picked that one and now it's hard again, then that means rotation. So I feel like the 6th and what I feel to be the 3rd, possibly the 4th, are going to be real key ones. And I know that the first pin, I didn't feel binding at all. So I'll know if I'm making progress if that first pin starts to bind. If that first pin starts to bind, then I'll be in deeper into the progression of that lock than I had ever been in before. We'll see what happens in the next video. I'll record the next one probably, I don't know, like Thursday or something. Today's Tuesday. So, anyways, hope you guys have a good night. See you when I see you.